What's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy Pizzle4420, chillaxing. Just poured myself a little drink, a little eggnog and Hennessy. I'm going to talk a little bit about this little Davante Adams trade and this whole little debacle and stuff like that there. Even though you guys have heard about it all day, I might as well just come in here and give you what my little stupid thoughts are on the whole stupid thing. As I take me some more sips off of this Henny and eggnog. And, yep, take some rips from my bong and do all of that stuff. And that's what I like to do. I like to talk Raider shit, and I like to smoke. What can I say? So, anyways, let's get on the topic of Davante Adams and getting this, this third and maybe a second. So apparently, from what I've heard, is that Adams needs to either be an All-Pro, first or second All-Pro, or first team or second team All-Pro, or he has to go to the AFC Championship or both. I'm not sure if it's one or the other or both. So, but either way, he's got enough time to ball out with Rodgers over there. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. But you go to a 2-4, you go from a 2-4 team to another 2-4 team. That sounds like a great decision. Although he is playing with Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers is a hell of a lot better quarterback than what we've ever had here, ever. Besides, Kenny Stabler and Jim Plunkett. But that's neither here nor there. Statistically, he's probably better than those guys. What up, D-Menace 4200? How you doing? Yep, I'm firing up right now. All the kiddies are tucked away in bed and stuff. I don't have any kids, but, YouTube likes me to come on late, so that's what I do. I don't want to get them all rub their vagina all sideways or nothing with their underwear because your boy's over here doing what he likes to do. Because, these guys are fucking haters on the First Amendment. They don't like to see your boy talking all this real stuff. We can get into some real shit, too, if you want to talk about some real stuff. But that's neither here nor there. But, yeah, so some more on about Davante. What about this little setup show that they had on the Pat McAfee show? I seen that fool. He's like, what's that? That was so set up, he didn't even make a noise. And then he comes creeping into the picture and shit. These motherfuckers. That motherfucker wasn't even hurt, dude. The guy's a big-ass phony just like Randy Moss. I feel the exact same way about Moss as I do about Adams. They both can kick fucking rocks. Unfucking believable. Got no love. We get no love over here. None. This is how come I was suspicious right from the gate, and I was talking about it a few weeks ago. I was like, Adams took that extra time, and there wasn't even any during preseason or whatever, or the off season, because his wife had his baby son, and everybody's like, yeah, take your time, okay, but you do know, like, this is football season, this is your job, bro. Like, I'm like, I know you get a little bit of time with your newborn, but come on, bro. You took an extra week, and then you didn't even want to play preseason. Like, that's just right. That right there is a dead giveaway, right? So, he's been plotting on us. He's been plotting on us for months. We just have to be realistic about it. This whole thing about what's his name lying to us and Deshaun Jackson and shit. Deshaun Jackson was lying. Oh, I didn't tell him nothing. Now he's lying through his teeth. The only one who knows my business is my wife. Oh, really? Well, it looks like Deshaun Jackson was right. Looks like Deshaun Jackson wasn't lying when he said that Devontae Adams was telling him all the business. Just Devontae Adams was too much of a pussy to admit it. At the end of the day, we're going to win with him or we're going to win without him. It doesn't matter. You know, he's dropping touchdown passes. You can tell his demeanor ain't here. He's a cancer. You got to get the cancer out. You got to cut the cancer out while you can. You leave that guy around here, he'll turn the whole team against him, which is pretty much is what he's done. And then now, right now, he's had a say in bringing in Antonio Pierce here. He's also had a say about Lou Getsy coming here, right? Thank you for that. I appreciate you bringing him in, bro. I appreciate that to the fucking fullest. You don't even know how much we appreciate you bringing in Lou Getsy and putting in a good word for him. Fucking jerk offs, man. I can't believe this fucking organization, bro. Year after year. Somebody says, oh, it's 2 years. It's 2 years every time we fire a coach. No, dude. It's not 2 years because it takes more than 2 years to get the draft picks to get his players here. That's why I said it's 4 years. It's a minimum 3 years. It could be between 3 and 5 years. Because when you blow the whole team up like we're doing right now, there's no doubt that we're right in the middle of a rebuild, dude. You can't even hide it now. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, they tried to bring in Gardner Minshew because we thought he was going to be a little bit more competent than AOC. We were wrong about that, obviously. They're both about the same competency. So, you know, what are you going to do? That's just what we got. That's who we got to run with. You know, and everybody says, well, you should have drafted up. You could draft up. No, nobody was coming out of their position to get a quarterback, dude. Nobody was. You could offer them 3 number ones. You could offer them 6 number ones. They're not coming out of it. They want a quarterback just like you do. Everybody needs a quarterback. We're not the only ones. And how you building I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't really. You can't build anything until you get a quarterback. You can start building a lineup. Yeah, you can build a lineup, and you can get a decent running back and have a bridge quarterback, right? Which is what Minshew was supposed to be. But we don't even have the line. We don't have the running back. We got the tight end, right? But we don't have the wide receivers. Like, we're missing so many parts now, dude. And the key element of all the parts is the quarterback. We're miles and miles, and that's why I wouldn't even care about trading Max Crosby, because realistically, what's he going to do? He's going to be 3 more years, 4 more years. Where is he going to be in 3 or 4 more years? He's going to be out of his prime. You're talking about ruining somebody's career. Well, there you go. Let him go. Get some value for him. Like, I don't understand, man. You're going to have to. How are you're going to have to build this team through the draft? In order to get draft picks, you got to fucking get rid of what you have. We don't have anything that anybody wants, except for maybe Max Crosby. Spillane, maybe. That's an iffy. I mean, our Lord and Savior quarterback, AOC, I'm sure people are lining up to give us a number 1 for that guy, right? I mean, let's trade him off. Let's see what we could get for AOC. He's such a great quarterback. We should get a number 1 for that guy, right? Anyways, that's hilarious. Your boy shouldn't have started drinking. What's up, D-Menace? I mean, AOC's so fucking great. How come no one's kicking down the door? How come no one's talking about AOC like they talk about CJ Stroud and the other guy that just came out this year? How come they don't talk about AOC like that? Oh, I know, because he fucking sucks. That's why they don't talk about him like that. Ain't no one trying to fucking trade up to get AOC. Oh man, this shit is fucking hilarious. These guys with this fucking guy, fucking our Lord and Savior. This fucking guy can't make this shit up, dude. The guy's fucking horrible. And yeah, maybe he ain't ready, and maybe he won't always be horrible. But right now, he's horrible. We didn't draft him to start. We drafted him as a fucking backup. Like, I don't understand how people don't get that. Like, we didn't draft him to be a starter, dude. Once again, the Raiders want to make somebody that's a backup on another team their fucking starter. Aren't we doing that with Gardner Minshew? Aren't you guys fucking complaining about that? Well, there's no difference. What the fuck's the difference? I mean, I don't see a difference. They're both backups. Neither one of them deserve to be starting, but we don't have a choice because our organization sucks. We're sitting on like 40 million. We can't go out and get we can't go get a running back. We can't get a linebacker. We can't do anything. We'll just let them run it right down our throat all year long. At the end of the day, we're just going to get a good draft pick. I don't know what else more to tell you than that. Because if they don't turn this ship around really quick, they don't get this ship off the sandbar, it don't matter. It don't matter who you bring in here. It don't matter who you bring in here right now. No one's going to be able to do anything. You can bring Tom Brady back right now with this offensive line and all this shit. He ain't going to win nothing. I don't understand. I don't understand what people see in AOC. I understand that we drafted them and all this stuff, and I want them to work out. But there's just a reality, you know. It's like AP. How's this AP energy working out? You see how they're all running around, they're all working hard, all busting ass last year to get him the job, right? But then now he got the job. Now look at everybody's pissed off, mad. It's all failing. And I'm laughing at him. I'm laughing at Max Crosby right now because you know what? You wanted AP. You wanted this. This is what you wanted, bro. Like, I don't understand what you mad about, bro. Like, you said if you don't hire AP, you're going to ask to be traded. I mean, you basically committed a mutiny. You committed a mutiny on our pirate ship, bro. And you made us bring in some shitty ass fucking captain to lead our ship. And guess what? Now we're all fucking sandbarred. We're all sandbarred up again. We just got off the sandbar last year with fucking McDummy. And then now we let this guy. Look, I don't know how everybody doesn't see that he's outmatched. I mean, do you really think that he's going to outsmart fucking McVay this week? McVay outsmarts Shanahan, bro. There's no way that anybody on our coaching staff can fucking outsmart Shanahan. There ain't anybody on our fucking coaching staff that's can out fucking smart fucking hardball or fucking whatever Sean, whatever the fuck his name is over there at Denver. Ain't even nobody's on our fucking squad is even smart enough to fucking outsmart those guys. Like, really? You think you're gonna fuck with McVay? Come on, bro. He's on a whole nother coaching level then. A whole nother coaching level. But hey, you know, I mean, I guess that's why you play the game. I mean, but I don't see him out coaching McVay. He might win, but he ain't gonna win because he out coaches him. Just saying. I just don't think he's got the smarts in him. Man. So I just don't think that anybody on this coaching staff that we hired as assistants are doing their job. Like nobody said, hey, you should really throw that flag right there and see if that was a touchdown. You might want to double check that shit. Nah, let's run the hurry up. Give it to Abdullah. A scat back that we used to throw the ball to. We're gonna let him run right up the middle in between the tackles. Great fucking idea. Like this is what I'm saying, dude. Even Getsy's being outcoached. It ain't even AP being outcoached because he's just to me he's the 49er male cheerleader guy. He sits over there and does his little twerking, on the sideline and shit. To me, he's just a cheerleader. It's the defensive coordinator's getting his ass beat. It's the offensive coordinator's getting his ass beat. It's the people calling the plays. And AP's not doing his job by going over there and cracking the whip and being like, what the fuck is going on with this play calling? But then again, he's the one who says, I want to run the ball 30 times a game. Well, okay, run the ball 30 times a game. How's that working out? I mean, obviously it's not. Isn't that the definition of insanity? We've been doing this shit for 5 weeks and it hasn't worked out. Got probably the worst offense in the NFL, and yet, everybody, I don't know. Running 2 run plays back to back, first and 20, second and 18. Horrible. Screen plays. Like, come on, dude. And in order to go down the field, you got to hold the ball. And if the offensive line can't give them time, then you got to just run and work the short route. So right now, the offensive line's not holding up very long. So it's hard to go down the field if you don't hold the ball, dude. It's hard to run play action if you can't run the ball. No one's going to bite on the play action. Excuse me. So I just, I don't get it. It is what it is. We just got to keep pushing ahead, keep doing our thing. With Adams, without Adams, I don't know why we spent all this money on all these assistants, man. It's just crazy to me. We got Marvin Lewis over there. We got Tom Coughlin. We got all kinds of people over there, dude. And it's like, what's going on? Why no one's making the right decisions? No one's, no one's helping you do what they're supposed to do. Like, we're paying these guys. That's a lot of money to be paying these people. They're not standing over there on the sideline for free. We're paying them. And they're not even giving them good advice. Like, what? That's all we could do. You literally take the best running back out of the game after the first drive and leave him just sitting there. We don't even know if he's we don't even know if he's hurt. Like, what's going on? We got to go with the hot guy, the hot hand. Okay, well, you didn't. The hot hand, you took him out after the first drive, and then we look like shit. Madison. Yeah, I'm bad with names, I kind of smoke. So it is what it is. But, yeah, he's just horrible. But, yep, your boy's just chilling like a villain. And, yeah. So, yeah, I think that the Devontae has been planning this for a while. And I'm not mad at him, like I said. We could have made him ride the pine. Made him, just sit there and release him at the end of the year. Do what all Al Davis would do. Good old Al would have made him ride the pine. And good old Al definitely would have been letting the players make the decision on who's the head coach is going to be. I'll tell you that right now. I would have laughed at Max Crosby. He might have traded him after he said that stuff to him last year. You better, if you're not going to hire him, you could trade me. He would have been gone like that. I don't play around with that mutiny. But then again, Al would have never been in that position. So, it's really sad that this organization is left to a guy, to a prince, right? That doesn't even know football. Like this is a great organization, the Rich Rada organization, right? Poise, excellence, all of this stuff, commitment to excellence, all these things. But his son doesn't know about a damn thing about any of those things. And he never wanted to know about any of those things. If you have a dad like Al Davis and you're not, hanging out with him and you're not learning football or whatever, then I don't know what the hell you were doing, dude. Like, you just think you're just silver spooned. You're like, yeah, I'm just going to get the team and whatever happens, happens. Like, what the? I don't understand that. How do you expect to be a winner at something if you don't know? Like, I don't know. I don't know who to blame. I don't know to blame Al or if I should be blaming Mark or, I don't know. But one thing's for sure is this legacy, this organization, this legacy that Al Davis built that we love and we hold so dear to our hearts and we devote all our Sunday afternoons to or our Sunday mornings to and our money to, right? And our whole lives too, because this to me isn't just something I do. This is my whole lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? This is how I live. Mark Davis don't care about any of that. He's got no pride. I mean, for all he cares, the Raiders can, as long as he keeps winning and selling out the stadium, it's not going to matter if we win, lose, or draw, or anything. He could care less. Just as long as the opposing team keeps showing up, and they're going to for a minute until every team is played there. Then after that, sales are going to go down because they're going to be like, I'm not going to want to go see my team. I've already seen there. I've already been there. The excitement's only lasts for a couple of years, dude, and then it's going to be shit. And if we don't start winning, they're going to laugh us right out of Las Vegas, bro. You think these guys are paid $1.9 billion for the stadium to have a bunch of losers losing going on there? Like, Vegas isn't a losing city. Like, it's full of casinos, bro. You know what they don't do? Casinos don't lose. They might lose a few hands, but if you go over the year, they don't lose. If they did, they wouldn't have giant casinos over there. They would have giant buildings and hotels and shit. Come on, man. The house never loses. And if you're betting on football, you better believe you better be on the right side of the bet. Because if you're not, they're fucking everybody right now. Yeah, let me think. What month are we in right now? Yeah, where are we? So we're in the 10th month, right? So it's been about 9 months, 10 months since I drank. The boy is pretty buzzed right now. But yeah, I mean, all I can say is, hey, good luck, Tay. Good luck, New York Jets. They're a more disgruntled organization than we are, in my opinion. They haven't done nothing since 1969. The only thing that they have over there is a decrepit ass old quarterback, and that's it. They got rid of Robert Saleh. I don't even know. Like, I want to bring him over here for our defensive coordinator. Was talking about that last week too. I think he'd be great to bring over here as a defensive coordinator. Obviously Patrick Graham's not getting the job done. So we need to get this worked out. If we are going to build our defense around Max Crosby, then we better get a defensive coordinator that in here that knows what he's doing. Because what we got going on right now with Patrick Graham, I don't know, is pretty pathetic. Like, everybody knew that we were going to be relying on the defense to be the backbone of this team, and we're going to rely on them to keep it close, and then maybe the offense will be able to pull off a W. But nope, that ain't been happening. We've been getting 30 burners put up on us, I don't know, a few times already this year. Everyone's like, yo, I want an offensive coordinator that puts up 24 points a game. Actually, I hired a guy that puts up 16 points a game on average, but hey, he's going to work out. I believe in his offense. He'll be able to get those 7 extra points for us, 8 extra points. I believe in that. With who? Oh, with Gardner Minshew or Aiden O'Connell. Those two guys are really good. Got a guy I swear I watch AOC throws the ball. It looks like he's throwing a fastball every time. Like, it's got like no touch, dude. Just straight over the top. I'm like, wow. You watch other actually good quarterbacks. They have different release angles and shit. But whatever. To each their own. To me, it just looks funny. He's got a funny way of throwing the ball. I ain't never really seen anybody else like it. And he don't have that strong of an arm, dude. He couldn't even reach the end zone last week. Everybody's like, he's got a strong arm. No, he don't. There's guys that have flicked that. Dude, Aaron Rodgers flicks like a 60-yard bomb, and he don't even put his weight in it. He just uses his wrist. He's doing it on Monday Night Football last year. I was like, this guy ain't even hurt. He's throwing 50-yard bombs and shit with a torn fucking Achilles tendon and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even believe this shit. He's out there in a boot throwing a 50-yard bomb right in front of everybody on TV. That shit don't make sense. Some people, Michael Vick, he just flicks his wrist. That shit goes 70, 80 yards. Some dudes just got it, dude. Just got the arm strength. Some guys don't. And Minshew and AOC don't. I know a lot of people want to say he's got the arm strength, but he don't. They talk about him like he's John Elway, got John Elway arm or something. Definitely ain't got that. I'll tell you that right now. There's only a few guys in the NFL who got an arm like that, and he ain't one of them. But hopefully, we can get this defensive line is just gone. I don't know. That was supposed to be the strong part, right? Our defensive line got Crosby, got Wilkinson, Kuntz. So, don't even get me into Tyree Wilson. But yeah, we supposedly got these dudes lined up, and that's not working out right now. Wilkins is out for the season. Kuntz is out for the season, and then Crosby was hurt. And sometimes Crosby's just gets a little too aggressive, dude. He gets too wild. He gets out of position. Sometimes he gets punked by tight ends. Like, I don't know, man. They use his aggressiveness against him. And, you can't – I know I know he wants to make a play, but when you start running out of control, you set yourself up to be taken advantage of. You could be manipulated. So he's just got to play with more control. Get more control of. There's nothing wrong with playing mad, but you got to play under control. You can't just be out there just flailing your arms and shit. You gotta stay focused on the objective. For me, the objective is to strip sacking somebody, not just sacking somebody. He's happy with just getting sacks, bro. Like, no, bro, you got to get turnovers. If you want to be in the conversation, you got to do what TJ Watt did this last weekend to us. You got to cause a couple of fumbles. You got to get in there and get some sacks. Excuse me. You got to do, you got to be doing this on a week in and week out basis. You got to make a play, bro. You didn't even make a play. Like, you got to make a play. That's why everybody's like, Khalil Mack was way better than Max Crosby, bro. Khalil Mack got strip sacks all the time. He tore it up. And yet, for some reason, people are like, we can't move on from Max Crosby. Khalil Mack, we moved on from Khalil Mack, didn't we? Khalil Mack was way better than Max Crosby, bro. Like, guys are wilding, bro. Like, to me, it's like Max Crosby, Khalil Mack. Like, there's nothing that I don't see anything that's going to make Crosby a first-round Hall of Famer, bro. Not for me. I don't see him being a first ballot Hall of Famer. Look up his stats versus Khalil Mack's stats and tell me which one's got better stats. I'll wait. I already know Khalil Mack's got way more fucking strip sacks. He ended games with strip sacks. Max hasn't even done that yet. Like, you know what I mean? So for me, it's just like, we're not ready to do anything with him or without him. That's what I'm saying. It's just, it's a great piece, but whoever comes in here is going to blow the whole thing up. So, and most of the time they don't keep players. And you can't make somebody come over and play for you. If Khalil Mack didn't want to come play for John Gruden, he didn't want to come play for him. There's nothing John Gruden could do about that. He knew that he had to show up to camp. He didn't want to show up to camp. He got traded. And that's what happens. You don't show up to your job. You're under contract. That's what happens. I don't know how else to explain it. It's part of life. But who knows? But for me, there's really, we already got Malcolm Kuntz. I think Malcolm Kuntz is already better than Max Crosby too. He's just injured. Last year he got 8 sacks in like 8 games or some shit. He was coming on hard as fuck last year. It's too bad he got injured this year, but we'll see about next year. Like, he's fire too. Comes from the same school Mac does. He's got, same kind of pedigree. He's right there. So, I like it. But right now he's injured. We have to go with what we got. Everybody's injured. We got to go with what we know. We got to do what we got to do. Got to keep it going. That's all we could do. Keep it moving. The people that want to be Raiders are going to be Raiders. The people that aren't are making bad business decisions. I want to, I really do. I want to win. I want to win. I want to go to the playoffs. I don't care who the coach is. If it's AP, it's cool with me. If it's somebody else, that's cool with me too. I don't care if it's Minshew. I don't care if it's AOC. I don't care if it's Adams. I don't care if it's fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry. I don't care about any of that. All I want to do is win, bro. I don't care about the name on the jersey. The name on the jersey comes and goes every 3 to 5 years, especially in this fucking organization. We're so dysfunctional. We develop these dudes and then we let them just walk out the door because we don't want to pay them. Just it is what it is. Our organization is dysfunctional, dude. What do you want me to tell you? We can't get nothing right. Not a damn thing right. The front office is just horrendous. I can't think of a worse front office. I mean, really. I don't understand what we got to do to get this shit going. I don't know why it's so difficult to find, good people. But, good people, if you want somebody good, you're going to have to entice them to leave their shit. And in order to do that, you're going to have to offer them more money. I don't know. We'll see who's available at the end of the year. If Mark Davis wants to go that way, who knows? Maybe he wants to give AP 2 or 3 years. Maybe he's like, well, this isn't who he wants. Well, but this is his offensive coordinator, though, right? Like, what are you trying to build with this offensive coordinator? Because, wow, that's just crazy. Your boy's drunk right now, by the way. That's that. Woo. Woo, doggy. But yeah, hopefully we get this shit together somehow, some way. I don't know who's going to be the savior, but we definitely need to stop that run. If we can't stop the run, then it's over anyway. Because they'll just run the clock out on us in the fourth quarter. They're gonna just run us over. Every time they run the ball is at 10 or 12 yards. Like, why would you? Even if it's 5 yards, that means every 2 downs you got a first down. Why would you throw the ball? You could just run it. You'd have 0 passing attempts and shit, and just run it. Kind of like the Niners did with Jimmy G in the NFC Championship game. We're just going to run it. We don't want you to throw the ball. Whatever you do, don't throw it. Just hand it off. We don't trust you. It's hilarious. But yeah, a lot of us seen the writing on the wall last year when he was all upset about the coffin balls and everything else. So this, we all seen the writing on the wall. He kept trying to deny that he wanted to be a Raider, and all of that stuff sounded good, but we all knew better, right? I mean, you could tell by his attitude and how he carried himself and all that stuff that he didn't want to be a Raider. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not being happy at your job and wanting to move on. Just be honest about it. Don't be a coward and say, oh, I wasn't talking to Deshaun Jackson about it. Or not Deshaun Jackson. What am I talking about? Hold on now. Yeah, it is Deshaun. But whatever, I don't know. But yeah, he obviously was talking, because if he wasn't talking, dude wouldn't have been spilling the beans about it. But yeah, we all knew it was coming. Fake injuries, hanging out with Aaron Rodgers on, it's just crazy, dear boy. It's crazy to me what these guys get away with. You get the fake an injury and then just, oh, it's all good. No worries. That's nuts. I would think that would be fraud or something. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah. Well, right on. I appreciate you guys coming by, saying what's up, kicking it with your boy for a minute, and listening to me talk a little bit for about 40 minutes, an hour. Yeah, a little more time. I'll kick it with them for about 20 more minutes. Put in an hour. See if you guys want to talk. I don't know. It's already 1 in the morning. It is a Tuesday or a Wednesday, so there ain't too many people awake right now. Just us night owls. Give a hoot, don't pollute, don't be a dirty bird. Help Woodsy spread the word in the city or in the woods. Help keep America looking good. If you know, you know. But yeah. Ooh. Now your boy's about to I don't know, probably go smoke some more, chill, and right on for coming by and hitting a like and chilling with your boy. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, cool. If you don't, cool too. It's all good. Thanks for coming through, and I'll see you later on this week. And fuck Devontae Adams.